everything's just rushed. Like in 3 months, you're supposed to get married, have a baby, and fall in love, and go to Dubai, and come back, and you're divorced. Like, it's probably too far, but that's how I feel like life is now. Like, it's just so quick, and Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in my last videos, I want to thank you guys for all the love, but I did notice that the ring light was like sucked. It was on my eyes, so I switched things around and I adjusted the ring lights. So hopefully this time it looks a lot better and a lot more professional. I think so. So before I get into the video, I want to remember to say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I thank everyone that's been subscribing and all my beautiful ladies that's been leaving comments. I saw one girl, January 14th was her birthday. Gang, 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 Capricorn gang. I see you, girl. Thanks for riding this ratchet ride along with me and tuning into my videos. Fonta wants her ring light back today, so you know, I'm trying to pump these videos out, like, while she being nice about the ring light and stuff and the tripod. So I just want to give a big shout out to her. I'm going to leave her information here. Don't forget to subscribe to her. She's coming out with a bunch of business ventures and things like that, so stay tuned for her. In this video, I'm going to be talking about dating as a millennial. I got over, like, 100 and something views on that one. It's quickly rising, so I was like, you know what, why not do a part 2 to that video, because all women and men, I am for the LGBTQ community, we want to know where the good people at, period. Like, it doesn't matter what your sexuality is. Where are the good people? Like, where are the soulmates? Where are the heaven sent, you know? So I'm gonna get into this video. Y'all know I write down everything. I always have it written down so that my videos are not too crazy, not too long, not too boring. So glasses. My first dating as a millennial that I wanted to talk about was men don't believe in God. Like, I feel like a lot of men just believe in a higher power, and being a Christian woman, like, I believe in the Lord and the miracles that God has done, and a lot of men don't believe in God. And I feel like when you're a part of a church, like, either everyone's single, or I don't know if I can say this, but they look a little gay. I know I'm probably gonna get bashed for that, but they're just not my cup of tea. Like, I like a little bit of, like, oomph, a little bit. I've been in the streets a little bit, but not too much. But they don't give me that manly vibe that I want. So I feel like I do want a man that believes in God, a man that gets on his knees and pray, a man that grew up in church, that continues to go to church as an adult, because that is something that I do and that's something that I'm passionate about. And I find that not a lot of people are equal to me. And when I think about dating outside my religion, it kind of makes me nervous, because when I have kids, I want us all to be on one accord. And I'm just realizing, like, not a lot of people believe in the Lord. And I know this is New York and not everyone's gonna believe, but I thought it'd be more population for, like, people like me. Number 2, everyone wants to have sex all day. Like, I just feel like people don't want to have jobs, people don't want to travel, people don't want to, like, do any fun activities. They just think, like, the bedroom is life, the bedroom is the beginning, the bedroom is the end, and it's more to life than that. I feel like as a millennial, a lot of people don't have substance. Like, I'm looking for substance. What can you bring other than your penis to the table, your vagina? I don't date girls, but what else can you bring to the table? Like, your penis is not gonna keep my lights on. Your penis is not gonna put toilet tissue in my house. Your penis is not gonna give me a new couch. What else can you bring to the table? And I feel like that's the constant battle as a millennial, as a 25-year-old, that I'm running into every single day. Number 3. No one wants to go on dates anymore. It's like dating is like saying you have a venereal disease or something. Like, dating is like hot lava. Like, you say dating and people turn up and they want to get crazy. Like, you ask for $1 million. No one wants to go on a simple date anymore, not even to freaking Applebee's. And everyone is cheap as fuck. I'm sorry, I probably should not curse, but everyone is cheap. Like, to spend $100 on a date, I know it's not cheap, but I know it's not far-fetched. And I feel like if you're trying to get to know someone, both women and men. Like, I'm traditional. I believe the man should pay for the first date, and that's probably like another whole nother video. But I believe that the woman could put out of pocket later on down the relationship. And I know that is a big argument with some people. They believe that it doesn't matter, gender roles don't matter, women could pay, men, whatever. I'm just a little traditional. Like, I believe in a man chasing after the woman. I do believe in you flirting with the man a little bit, give him a little bit of your time, and then, you know, you give it all in, but you don't give it in at first. But I do believe in being chased, and I do believe in men putting in work, and I do believe in women putting in work for the man's love as much as the men is putting in for the women. So I feel like it should be equal. But in the beginning, honey, baby, like, we can plan a date and you can pay. Attack me later. Another thought, I guess you could say, that I constantly think about all the time. No real bonds are formed in this generation. I feel like everything is passing, everything is in phase. I saw a meme that said, like, talking phase, friend phase, fighting phase, and then you stop talking. Like, and it's a constant cycle. Like, my aunts have been friends with their friends for over 50 years. Like, 50 is probably dragging it. It's longer than their age. But they build bonds with their friends. Like, even my aunt's best friend is in North Carolina, I think South Carolina. She's in the Carolinas, and they talk every single day. And when she came to my aunt's wedding, she was like, that's my best friend. She's been my best friend since I was 21 years old. Regardless of how far I moved, she's my best friend. And I feel like as far as millennial and dating, we don't have that. Like, we don't build bonds. We don't build friendships that last the test of time. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, in the dating world, we don't build those bonds, those connections that over time they don't break. Like, I feel like we go through a month kind of thing. Like, oh, 3 months and we're done. Like, nobody takes the time to just sit back and vibe out. Like, just chill, get to know each other, be friends, be lovers, you know, get married, have kids. Like, I feel like everything's just rushed. Like, in 3 months, you're supposed to get married, have a baby, and fall in love, and go to Dubai, and come back, and you divorce. Like, it's probably too far, but that's how I feel like life is now. Like, it's just so quick, and I'm just, like, kind of slow. Like, hold on. Even with dating, I don't trust very easily. I'm not one to pull my wall down very fast. So people, like, guys will be like, don't you trust me? And I'm like, do I know you? Like, who are you? Who's your cousin? How am I trust you? How am I trust you after a month of talking? How are we gonna trust each other? We don't even know each other, you know? So I feel like I move kind of slow, and a lot of people don't like that. And I feel like at the same time, it's a spectrum. Like, it's either everybody's rushing to get married or everybody's rushing to have sex. It's like real no in between. So it's like you're rushing one way or you're rushing the other way, and it's no slow down, it's no calm down, it's no, okay, we're gonna get to know each other first, then maybe we'll have sex, and then maybe we'll get married. But if you want to skip sex, that's the problem too. So I feel like this generation, dating as a millennial, makes it hard because I just feel like the rushing, it's a rush. Everything is a rush. And I know with the rise of the internet and the rise of information being given out, like, even in Vegas, they have the self-driving cars, and with everything just being rushed and pushed forward, it just feels like now or never kind of thing. But it's okay to take your time. Like, my aunts didn't get married until they were 30 years. Well, one of my aunts is 30 years old. Well, I'm sorry. My aunt didn't get married till she was 30, and my other aunt is 40, and she's getting married in October. So I've learned from them, like, although they are older women, they did take their time. They took their time to love themselves. They took the time to understand themselves. They took the time to, when they dated, they, you know, had men that they potentially could have married, but in the end, it didn't work out, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. But to take your time, it's not a rush. It's really not a rush. And that brings me to my last thought, which is online is taking over. Like, when you try to meet a person in person now, it just feels like the most awkward, hardest thing to do as a millennial. Like, everything we do is on Instagram, Facebook. A lot of the people that we know they say, oh, I met him on Instagram, I met her on Instagram, I met her on Facebook, I met her on a chat line, I met her on this. So it's like having, sometimes I miss that social interaction, like just going to work, a blind date with your friends, like in the movies, you know, they'd be like, oh, I'm hooking up with little Tommy, and then you meet Tommy, and then the rest is history, and then your friends and cousins can say, I hooked you up with him, and you guys are married now. That's like one of my cousins. She went on a blind date, and they've been married for over like 30 years now. And they have my cousin, which is like my sister, and they live a happy life, and they started off on a blind date. So I kind of miss that. Well, I miss it like I'm in that generation, but I wish that in this generation we can have that like social interaction, social, I don't know if it's clubs or whatever, where we can physically meet somebody and get to know someone versus behind a screen, and then it's not the same. It's not the same. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna do another video talking about the truth about dating, online dating, or the truth about dating apps, being a woman, especially a woman of color. It's like totally different ball game. I feel like probably not, right? I'm probably like, white girl, what are you talking about? But I feel like it's totally different. So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you beauties in the next video. Bye.